Yeah. I'm gonna buy that one and that one. All of it. I need it all. Do you want it though? Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it.
Today, from Oklahoma City, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jacob Eason and the Oklahoma City Lancers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oklahoma City Lancers. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter.
That fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the 46-yard. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Eason sets to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. They can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
2nd down. Here's Eason. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Eason. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup. The goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
That's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the the scoreboard here this afternoon. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, your arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays.
Broncos, nothing.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Locke working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football in town. And this is picked up by the defense. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right?
This offense cash in. First and goal. This is caught. And he gets in the end zone for the touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Broncos, nothing.
From the gun, Locke, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Eason. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 83. Incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Throwing now is Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
He's up 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Operating from the gun, Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
To Melvin Gordon.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the
Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. artillery, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And this is going to be incomplete. Play action. It's Eason. And he finds a man with a crossover. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Off play action. Eason. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And he puts it through. 5 plays there on that drive.
Lancers 21, Broncos nothing.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of the... Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half. They're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing.
On 2nd and 9. Lock out quickly to Judy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. To throw it is Lock. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Uchenna He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed.
From the gun, block. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Eckler, they run left side. Burst by him near the 35. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And fights through 1 man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to them.
Carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
Eason. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
Broncos 3.
Operating from the gun. Block. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. In a late score. Now Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The 3-yard line.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. This is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. The drive somewhere that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny McCall. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Here's Locke to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. We netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that.
Ball's arriving, and there's a defender there. He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
11 yards there, first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
First down, Broncos.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, this...
Life is what you make it. My shit been amazing. I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on shit I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places. I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make it. This life is so abrasive. So